Yo, yeah, the stream has been unstable. I need to figure out why. Sorry for making you guys go in and out of my stream. I'll try to resolve that next time. Come on, don't stop. Thank you for coming back, guys. I don't know what happened. I guess the stream doesn't like me today. Yeah. I think the internet is very congested these days. Alright, so the major colors are there. I want to put one more values of yellow on it so it looks a little bit better. It looks too flat. What do I recommend to practice gestures? Well, I think it's best to learn gesture with videos. Of course, live is the best, but if you don't have live, now we are all locked down. I think video is a good options. So when you look at dancing video, action video, fighting videos um, on YouTube, just pause the frame, and then analyze the pose, the actions, and then replicate it. Most importantly, analyze what's before, what's after, how that action is being pulled off in sequence, like an animator. So that you don't just look at that one particular pose, but how it comes to be, what's the setup like, how it's being executed, and then you will learn a lot more. I'm curious how many markers you have gone through over ever since I started. I have no idea. I lost track of it, but I used a refill ink for my Copic, so when I run out of ink, I can just refill it. So I don't have to keep buying the new Copic markers, which is kind of expensive now. Alright, so now let's put in some skin tone of her. Am I coming to SDCC to 2021? Yes, of course. I can't wait. I mean, I enjoy so much at conventions, and now I don't have conventions to attend. I do feel a sense of lost. So I'm definitely coming back. I mean, I go to San Diego Comic Con every year. So if they open it up, if the world is safe to travel again, I will definitely do it. It's one of the uh, things I'm looking forward to every year is to meet up with fans and shake their hands, say thank you. Yeah. And meet up with artists, hang out. Yeah, something that I miss a lot. So I'm not rendering the full skin tone, just give some hint of it. That's usually what I do for this particular style. Uh, it's easier to manage at conventions. Have I ever done any movie previous work? Yes, we did as a studio. Uh, we work on a few movies. One of them is this movie called Hercules. Uh, I guess featuring The Rock. And then the other one is something that we did for Oblivion by Tom Cruise. Yeah. Am I selling this piece? Yes. Usually when I finish a sketch like this, I will put it up on my online store for auction. I mean, usually I will gather a few pieces before I actually upload it. Oblivion, we do some pre-visualizations before the movie came up. I also designed the initial idea of the logo. We did some general ideas, visualization when we were first brainstorm uh, the properties. Yeah. Of course, after many rounds of changes, when it comes to the cinema, it looked quite different from what we envisioned as usual. But that's the idea of pre-visualizations to give some to point the developer to certain directions. It doesn't mean that we always end up like how we envision it. Okay, put some lipsticks. Okay, let's bring some nice red lips. And then darker red. Hmm. Do I prefer splash art over concept art? Yes, I do. I mean, I enjoy the drawing comic covers a lot. Uh, I guess you consider that as a splash art kind of look. I mean, you can take more ownership with that rather than concept art. Concept art is something that you have to develop a final product uh, rather than being the final product like a comic cover. So the sense of ownership is not as strong as doing a comic covers or a box art of a game, which is the final product itself. What copy am I using for skin tone? For this particular one, I'm using E21. E21. It's called Soft Sun. Soft Sun. Yeah. I don't always use these colors. I mean, it really depends. I get this work quite well here. I may also use a bit of redder color around the eyes. And this is called Tea Rose, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's called Tea Rose. Tea Rose. So a bit of redder tone around it here, around the nostrils as well. That is to simulate some kind of a subsurface scattering or the translucency around the nostril because of the sunlight. Also account for some of the light bounce back from other part of the skin. Alright, now I have to check out her eyes color, which is always the hardest. Seems to be bluish, blue greenish. I'll take it as blue. Am I streaming every day? I hope so, but I'm not. It's just impossible for me to stream every day because of my work commitment. There's so many projects I'm working on. It's hard to set aside time to stream every day. I mean, I'm not doing streaming for a living, you know, in case you wonder. But I try to stream as often as possible. In fact, after this stream, I may be doing another stream tonight, or for some of you from the US, tomorrow morning. I will be streaming. Maybe let you have a look. I just drew another sketch. That's Jewelry, also from Street Fighter. I've never done a proper jewelry sketch yet, so this is a jewelry sketch. I should be streaming this as well, which is tonight or for you next morning when you wake up. So stay tuned, and hopefully you can join me again. Street Fighter Fiesta. Yeah, I like Street Fighter. Yeah. I would like to see you draw Samus, Aaron. Oh, I drawn quite a few pieces of Samus. You can just check it out. You can just Google them. I don't know whether her eyes is blue or green, so I make it bluish green. Love my that strike art. Thank you, thank you. I love it as well. It was so fun, but it was so stressful, to offer something that the official Capcom artist has already offered, and it gave me tremendous pressure to draw something officially for them. Have I ever done World of Warcraft characters? Yes, I've done quite a. As a studio, we did quite a lot for World of Warcraft trading cards. So personally, I think I did a sniper trading card for World of Warcraft before. It's a long time ago though. Am I doing 6 fan art challenge? Should I? I've been doing so many fan art for my whole life. I don't think it's a challenge anymore. The format is popular right now. Sure. Have you guys done any of that? The 6 fan art challenge? I guess it's a good way to push your social media because it's trending now. Her lips, I think I used this color called Rose Mist. R83? R83? Rose Mist. You're doing the challenge. Good. Yeah. Do it. I mean, all these so-called the trends on social media, sometimes it's really a good way to push out your artworks. Because the hashtag is strong and trending. Have I ever drawn something from Warhammer 40k? Yes. As a studio, we drawn tons of 40k stuff for the comic and for Black Library as well. Personally, I've done one official comic cover for Warhammer Fantasy, not 40k though, Fantasy. So if you Google my Artgerm Warhammer Fantasy, then you'll be able to see that, the cover. Alright, let's put in some highlight for eyes. Have I ever drawn any avatar characters? Yes, a lot. Especially Korra. I've drawn quite a few Korra pieces. Again, just feel free to look for it online. Just Google it. I've seen quite a few of your small booklets sold at Kinokuniya in New York. Oh, really? That's good. Have I ever drawn any Full Metal Alchemist character? Yes, but long time ago. I drawn Ed and L together, quite the brotherhood. I think, yeah. So you can also find that online. Alright, so let's wrap this thing up. Should I use fluorescent pink? Yeah, I think I should. Have I drawn any Naruto characters? Yes, I've drawn Hinata. Both traditionally and digitally. How do I deal with anxiety during this pandemic? I have no anxiety. I mean, for me, I choose not to spend time on things I cannot control. I mean, I just no other way for me to shorten this pandemic besides staying at home and be careful about where I'm going. So I just focus on things I can do, I can control, such as art. So I will take this time of staying at home as a way for me to practice my work, draw more, spend time with the community like what I'm doing now with all of you. I think that's a more positive way of looking at it. Do I consider myself an introvert? No. Well, depends. I think I'm more of an introvert when I'm around people have uh, no topic to talk about. But I'm definitely not an introvert when it comes to artists. Like when I talk to artists, it's something that I find extremely exciting. So I become a very much an extrovert. But you ask me to talk to a bunch of, I don't know, engineers, uh, business people, and I'm kind of introvert. Just not the topic of interest. How often per week do I draw on average? Every day, except weekends. Weekends are the time that I spend with my family, so I don't really draw on weekends usually. But now with the stay-home thing, now I get to draw it more often at home. But in the past, I don't really draw on weekends. Yeah, I just spend time with my kids, my wife, do the family things. Yeah. How long do I take to draw something like this? Usually about an hour or two, depends on complexity. I tend to draw slower when I'm live streaming, like now. Do I draw with my kids? Yes, I do. They love watching me draw. I think all kids like to draw in general. It's always the parents to stop the kids from drawing. Especially if you're from Asia. Have I ever accidentally like slip and mess up the character's face? I think yeah, once. And it hurt so badly. I think it looks quite okay now. How many years have I spent mastering my skills? I start I started drawing when I was 15, so that was a long, long time ago. I'm 46. Am I 46 now? Yeah, 46. So I've been drawing since 15, so we can do the math. It's about 30 years. That's a long time. Too long for me to remember. Alright, so that should be it. Let me adjust it. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, I guess it looks quite okay. Let's see if there's any other question I can answer before we end the stream today. Do I read Gintama? No, not really. Yeah, I know about the anime, but I did not read it.